their flippers. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And here is the legend himself, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And facing him, Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former middleweight champion of the world, comes in at 6'1" with a reach of 74 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, a Caleb Sweet Hands Plant, this former super middleweight champion of the world, is looking to get back on track tonight.
The height, how is that gonna, he's gonna need a step ladder to hit this fighter.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, introducing from Nashville, Tennessee, now fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, a super middleweight champion of the world, Sweet Hands, Caleb Plant.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
So, all the talking's done. Now, let's get down to action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Catch and shoot. After beating Caleb Plant in their first contest, Canelo said that Caleb earned his respect, and now he's earned the rematch. Let's see if he makes the most of it.
This got through to the 11th round. That meant this was competitive. And they say championship rounds, if you can stop a man between round 9 and round 12, you are championship material. Alvarez, he's legendary.
Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. The corner might be thinking about stopping it here.
There's always a way back. Don't ever...
Great round. Great round.
Here we go for round 2. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. Just misses with that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That can never happen.
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter punch. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Tom. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. They exchange punches. Only catching air with that hook. This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. Johnny, take a look at this action. Caleb Plant just got clipped. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook just can't find the target. That big hook doesn't land. Punch, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And he's going to be confident. Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. The perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. a punch and just got countered. Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? You don't want to trade shots. Nice counter. And that hook misses. That counter shot lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punching. There's a counter shot. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched.
Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. So there you have it. It is official now, and that is...